Welcome back to The Broken Nurse, filmed right here in our partner's location at the iconic Liquefier Media Studio. Yes, the very same space where the Barcast is recorded. I'm your host, Rissa Lynn, and don't worry, we're behaving, mostly. I mean, we haven't stolen any microphones, unplugged anything important, and we haven't set off the fire alarm with our collective burnout. But the day's not over yet, so stay tuned. What is a day off anyway? You wake up, it's your day off, and for a brief, blissful moment, you actually believe you can relax. You stretch, you breathe, maybe you even smile. Oh, how naive of you. How adorably delusional of you. Because somewhere in the hospital, someone is already whispering your name like you're Beetlejuice. Honestly, is a day off even real? Is it a myth? A legend? Something passed down from the ancient nurses who claim the schedule used to honor their requests? Please. That sounds just as believable as unicorns, free parking, or patient satisfaction scores above a 3.5. If someone asked me to describe what a day off feels like, I couldn't. I haven't had one in years. At this point, I'm convinced you only get a day off when staffing accidentally forgets your number, and we all know that happens approximately never. Okay, so let's power through the stages of a day off. Let's break down what a day off actually looks like for a nurse because it certainly isn't rest, peace, or sanity. So, stage one, relief. You wake up thinking, finally, sleep. You imagine an 8-hour nap, maybe a Target trip, maybe even laundry. It's cute. It's precious. It's giving hallucination. Because we all know your day off is really just you being off the clock, but emotionally on call for free. Which leads us to stage two, dread. Then the phantom phone vibrations start. You feel it in your soul before the phone even lights up. You know that buzz. You know that ringtone. You know the tone in the hey, it's staffing voicemail. Suddenly your stomach drops like you're on a roller coaster you didn't sign up for. You try to convince yourself maybe it's Amazon or your mom or a spam call offering you a car warranty, anything but the hospital. But deep down, you know exactly who it is because they only ever call at the worst possible time. Stage three, and my personal favorite, bargaining. Here comes the mental gymnastics. Maybe if I don't answer it, they'll call someone else. No, they won't. Because apparently you're next on the sacrificial list, front and center, like the hospital's personal Hunger Games tribute. Maybe I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sure, do that. But staffing has powers beyond mortal comprehension. They will email, they will text, they will call your emergency contact if they have to. They will find you. And suddenly your whole day becomes one big negotiation with the universe. Please don't let them need me. Please let someone else be available. Please let the census drop. Please let a miracle happen. Spoiler, it won't. So now we've come to stage four, acceptance. This is the stage where your soul officially leaves your body. That's assuming you have one as a ginger. You stare at your ringing phone like it's a bill collector, a toxic ex, and a telemarketer all combined. But instead of blocking it, you just sigh. A long, defeated, and soul draining sigh. Acceptance is when you finally pick up the phone and say, hello, with the same energy as someone being held hostage. And staffing hits you with that fake chipper tone. Hey, so we're short staffed today. And you're sitting there like, wow, what a shocking development. Truly unprecedented. This is also when you start mentally rewriting your whole day. That load of laundry, it's not happening. The errands, canceled. The self care that you've been promising yourself for 3 months, please. You know, you're about to trade all of that bubble bathing that you were going to do for another 12-hour shift of chaos. And then comes the worst part. You find yourself actually considering it. Like, well, the overtime would be nice. That's when you know you've gone too far. That's when you know the system has gotten you. Last but not least, stage 5, rage cleaning. So this stage hits immediately after you hang up or after you ignore the call and the guilt settles in. It's when your nervous system goes feral and you suddenly start cleaning like you're trying to scrub the trauma off your floors. You're throwing laundry into the machine like it's personally offended you. You're wiping down the counters with the same aggression you used to break open a medication vial at 3 a.m. Nothing motivates rage cleaning like getting called in on your day off. You start sweeping with vengeance. You're reorganizing cabinets that haven't been touched since Obama was in office. You're scrubbing baseboards like you're preparing for a military inspection. Your family walks by and quietly leaves the house because they know better. They see that look in your eyes. The staffing just ruined my day stare. That's when everyone knows it's safest to back away slowly. And the irony, you do all this cleaning, but still somehow end the day exhausted, irritated, and ready to fight the next person who asks you a dumb question like, did you enjoy your day off? Yeah, right. All right, so before we talk about a nurse's worst nightmare, that dreaded phone call from staffing, I had to pop open my Red Bull. I'm not sponsored by Red Bull, but hey, if you want to, please go ahead. This is something I discovered. It is the winter edition Fiji apple and ginger. Yes, I'm drinking my people. It is scrumptiously delicious, okay? Just want you to know this. So we're going to get some energy now. Hey, Red Bull. Hi. All right. Anyway, moving on. So the moment it happens, right? That heart stopping moment when you see the hospital's number pop up on your phone, you know that moment. Your stomach drops faster than a cafeteria tray in a patient's room. You freeze. Time stops. And somewhere there's dramatic music playing, I'm sure. This is fine, you lie to yourself. I'll just ignore it. No big deal. You even flip your phone face down like that magically stops reality from happening. But deep down in your trauma bonded nursing soul, you know it's coming. Because if you don't answer, they will call again and again and then text and leave a voicemail that sounds like you're the last hope for humanity. And then you start spiraling. Do you reject the call? Do you let it ring? Do you pick it up and say, new phone, who dis? You run through all the options like you're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Spoiler, no matter what you choose, somehow you're working today. Now we know what comes next. It's that guilt trip, the Olympic level guilt trip. We really need you today. We're so short staffed. They say it like they're confessing a deep secret. Meanwhile, you're standing there in pajamas thinking, I know you're short staffed. You're always short staffed. I am also short on sleep, patience, and will to live. So now what? Then comes your sarcastic inner dialogue. Sure, let me cancel all of my plans, emotionally detach from my day off, and sprint over there to save the unit again. Because obviously, I alone hold the power to keep the entire hospital from bursting into flames. I mean, I honestly think that about myself because I'm amazing, but they say it with that wounded puppy tone too. Like, if you say no, they might crumble. And you're like, I'm sorry, is this emotional manipulation shift differential? Because I don't see that on my paycheck. You ever notice how the manager's voice is extra sweet when they call? Like you're reading straight from a Manipulations for Dummies. Hey, we really appreciate you. You're such a team player. Oh, I bet you appreciate me. I bet you appreciate that I show up, fix the mess, and I don't complain out loud. But do you appreciate me enough to stop calling me on my day off? Absolutely not. Not even close. They butter you up like you're a dinner roll at Texas Roadhouse. You're honestly one of our best nurses. Really? Because I'm pretty sure you wrote me up last week for clocking out at 7:18 instead of 7:15. But go off, Queen. And then they finish with the classic, no pressure, but we could really use you. No pressure? None? Meanwhile, my heart rate is 168 and I am sweating like the AC went out during a code. So, why do we keep saying yes? Because nurses have this bizarre self destructive trait called responsibility. It's like an autoimmune condition of the soul. The hospital calls, and suddenly we're morally obligated to answer, even though logically, mentally, spiritually, and physically, the correct answer is absolutely not. You start the call strong. You're firm. You're brave. You say the forbidden words, I'm not coming in. And for about 2.3 seconds, you're proud of yourself. You think, wow, growth. Therapy is working. And then somehow, mysteriously, magically, you wake up from your blackout moment standing in the shower, washing your hair, scrubs laid out, badge clipped, ready to go to the same place that ruined you in the first place. At this point, it's not even a decision, it's a reflex, like blinking or charting something just to prove it happened. Your brain goes into autopilot. Step one, sigh. Step two, throw on your scrubs. Step three, question every life choice that led you here. You hang up the phone, and instantly the regret hits you like a rogue bed alarm in a silent unit. That chest tightening, soul squeezing realization, I just traded snacks, Netflix, and not wearing a bra for 12 hours of chaos. That's when you just stand there for a moment, staring into the void, not blinking, not breathing, just existing in pure, uncut disappointment. You look around your house like it betrayed you. You see your couch, your warm, cozy, perfect couch, knowing you won't be seeing it again until you're emotionally broken later tonight. You think about everything you could have done today. A nap? Gone. Errands? Dead. Personal goals? Vaporized. That new self care routine that you promised yourself? Laughable. And suddenly you're spiraling into every bad decision you've ever made. From choosing nursing as a career to not answering the phone with a fake accent and pretending you're unreachable. Truly a missed opportunity. So, now we're going to go over some strategies to avoid getting called in, or at least to try, okay? These are the top avoid the call techniques. So, there is the phone on silent hidden in a drawer. This is the classic, the legendary, the I don't know her method. You take your phone, put it on silent, shove it in a drawer, close said drawer, add a blanket on top, and then walk away like you've just sealed a cursed object in a vault. And yet somehow they still find you. It's like they hired a psychic medium who specializes in burnt out nurses. You'll get a call on your landline, an email, a smoke signal, a carrier pigeon if necessary. Next on our list is the I'm out of town trick, okay? Oh, sorry, I can't come in. I'm not even in the state right now. spoken confidently while wearing pajamas, holding a coffee cup in your kitchen, okay? Just remember not to expose yourself by posting a selfie at Kroger 10 minutes later. Nothing says busted like being tagged in a location with the caption, ran into her at the store today. Congratulations, you've just perjured yourself in the court of staffing. Our next tip is the phone's dead strategy. Oh my gosh, my phone died. I didn't even see your call. Meanwhile, your phone is at 83% and sitting next to you. Like, really? This is the lie we're going with today? The problem? You've used the excuse 17 times, minimum. Staffing has a spreadsheet dedicated to how often your phone has mysteriously died. They're not fooled anymore. Honestly, they might send you a portable charger as a hint. Then there's the I'm already busy storyline. This one's fun. You craft an elaborate lie. Oh, I have a dentist appointment. I'm helping my aunt move. Oh, I'm attending a silent meditation retreat. Just remember, the more dramatic the lie, the more likely karma will come back around and force you into that exact situation later. And then there's the ignore everything and pray method. Simple, elegant, spiritual. You ignore all calls, texts, voicemails, and emails, and just hope staffing assumes you've been abducted. But, spoiler, they won't. They'll just keep calling until you break. So, why these strategies fail? Because the hospital has achieved a level of telepathic communication unknown to science. They know when you're relaxed, they know when you're happy, they know when your hair is finally washed and you're sitting on the couch in a blanket burrito. And that is when they strike. It doesn't matter how elaborate your excuse is. Somehow, they always find a way around it. It's like they implanted a microchip in us during orientation. Your badge gives you door access, break room privileges, and also sends your location directly to staffing at all times. They can sense vulnerability. Just sat down with a snack? They call. Just scheduled a self care massage? They call. Just started a movie you've been wanting to watch for months? Oh, then they absolutely will call. I swear, there's a sensor in the universe that alerts them the moment we experience joy. Because at the end of the day, the hospital doesn't care about your lies, your strategies, or your fake vacations. They see an available nurse the way a vampire sees an open window. It's over for you. So I've put together a sarcastic survival guide for working on your day off. The first part is mentally preparing for the worst. Start your day off with the mindset of someone living in a horror movie. Assume that the call is coming. Manifest it. Embrace it. Become one with the impending doom. That way, when the phone rings, you're like, ah, yes, the prophecy is fulfilled. It's all about expectation management. If you wake up thinking, wow, today I might actually rest, you've already set yourself up for heartbreak. But if you wake up thinking, I will absolutely be dragged back into that building today, then hey, anything else is a pleasant surprise. And at this point, disappointment barely registers, right? We're already numb. We're dead inside, running on a mixture of coffee, trauma, and unresolved cortisol spikes. So, what's one more blow to the spirit? Next, let's talk about how to actually enjoy the shift. So, find joy in the tiniest, most microscopic things. Because let's be honest, you're not getting joy from your actual assignment. So, we're lowering our standards dramatically. Vending machine has your favorite chips. Best day ever. Nobody stole your pen. Miraculous. A whole hour without a code. Incredible. Call the Guinness Book of World Records. Turn your exhaustion into an art form. We're talking performance level fatigue. You know that nod you give during report? The one that says, I hear you, while your brain is actually buffering like a 1998 computer? That nod is your superpower today. Channel your inner zombie, move with purpose, but like slow purpose. Shuffle through the hallway with a coffee in hand and a look on your face that says, I'm here physically, but spiritually, I'm horizontal. And don't forget hydration. Not water, caffeine. Water is for people with hope. So, my personal favorite is using dark humor as a coping mechanism. When your coworkers ask, why are you here on your day off? Give them your most chaotic smile and say, oh, I'm here for the ambiance, the beeping alarms, the fluorescent lights. It's giving spa day. Or you can go even darker. I miss the smell of chlorhexidine. It soothes me. Watch them slowly take steps back. If someone says, wow, you came in on your day off, you're such a team player, respond with, oh no, this is punishment. This is what happens when you talk back to staffing. Dark humor is necessary. It's the only thing that keeps us from having a meltdown in the medroom. That and the 5 minutes that we spend hiding behind the Pyxis pretending to chart. By the middle of the shift, you'll be cracking jokes so unhinged only healthcare workers understand them. And honestly, that's how you know you're coping successfully. So there you have it. Getting called in on your day off, the nurse's version of hell on earth. A tragedy, a curse, a shared trauma bond stronger than any team building exercises administration has ever come up with. But hey, at least you're racking up overtime, right? That's what they tell us. Think of the money. Sweetie, I'm too tired to even remember my PIN number. The overtime is cute in theory, but in practice, it just sits in your account like, hi, you'll never touch me because you have no energy to go anywhere or do anything. Half the time, the overtime goes straight to comfort takeout anyway, because nothing says self care like paying $42 for DoorDash at 11 p.m. after a shift you didn't even want. So remember, the next time that you're planning a relaxing day off, don't. Don't get your hopes up. Don't visualize peace. Don't even whisper the word rest because the hospital hears it, they sense it, they smell weakness. It's kind of like the Q word. They've got other plans for you, and those plans involve not resting, not relaxing, and definitely not minding your own business. Honestly, I feel like the hospital should just install a cot with our name on it and call it a day. But hey, at least we can laugh about it, right? Right? Next week, we'll be diving into the joys of working holidays. You know, when everyone else is at home in pajamas, watching movies, eating good food, and you're in the ER covered in glitter, blood, tears, and probably an unidentified bodily fluid. Working holidays is basically like being Santa. If Santa had to run a trauma bay, diffuse family drama, hand out bad news instead of gifts, and chart everything in triplicate. Truly magical. So until then, stay caffeinated, stay sarcastic, and for the love of your mental health, do not answer your phone on your day off, okay? Trust me. Let it ring, let it burn. Let staffing wonder if you've entered the witness protection program.